really wanted to get this video out last week, but it kind of didn't work out. But if you want to hear the story of how my drunk ass, stupid ass mouth almost got the shit beaten out of me, just keep watching this video.
I got secrets that nobody knows.
Hi guys, it's B, and this video was supposed to be out on Friday, and I actually had it filmed on Thursday last week, but I filmed it and I went out of town for the weekend, and today when I watched the footage back, I really didn't like it, so I'm refilming this. And the setting is my living room slash kitchen because my room was too messy to film in. That pretty much just sums up my entire life. So today I want to tell you the story of how I almost got my ass beaten. So one night I was laying at home, it was around 9, I was just laying at home chilling with my notebook and stuff, and my best friend texted me to go drinking. And I was like, okay, actually, why the fuck not? And so I texted my other best friend, my gay best friend, and told him to come with us. So it was the three of us. Me, Andy, who you know from the How I Sneaked to a Party When I Was 13 story time, and my gay best friend, who will be in many, many more story times that I will have to tell. And so the three of us went to a bar. And it was chill, we were just sitting there talking. It was kind of boring at first, but little did we know how not boring it would be. We had a couple of glasses and decided to go pay and go to the club next door. As we were paying, the waitress told us that one round of drinks was already paid for by the guys that were sitting across. So we went to the club next door and we decided to find them and thank them for the drinks. It was all fun and games, we got into talking, they were really chill, it was fine. And then like one guy started he kept going to our table and stuff, and we just told him to like go away because he was really drunk. Or we thought he was drunk. We decided, it was around 5 a.m. already, and we decided that we still wanted to keep like going. So we went to another bar. It was like a shithole. It was a shithole, to be honest. And there was that drunk guy again. Although now, in better lighting, we saw that he wasn't drunk. He was high of his fucking mind. I don't know what was up my ass that night, but I was really aggressive, really loud, and very vocal. He started going to our table again, and I got really angry for some reason. And I was like, can you just fuck off? Can you just fuck off? And he kept going, and like, one of the guys that we were talking to that night, he was like, she told you to fuck off, just fuck off. Go away, leave us alone. You're really annoying us. And our table was right here. There was like a fence, and there were the stairs, and like, on the other side of the fence, there was like a dancing zone. And so he went down the stairs to the dancing zone where his friend was. He and his friend just started fucking staring at us. And I was like, can you two just fuck off? Like, mind your own fucking business, go away. And they both started screaming at us, like, me and my best friend, Andy. And they were telling us that we are whores, that we are cunts, that we are drug heads, and like, I don't even know what more they called us, but it was disgusting. Me, in my drunk mind, and I was so aggressive, I started screaming at them, and I was like, can you just fuck off, just leave us alone? And they kept going. So, there were empty Coca-Cola bottles on the table. Just glass Coca-Cola bottles on the table. And me, in my drunk, aggressive mind, I decided that it was a great idea to just pick one bottle up. I picked it up, and I threw it at him. At that one guy. And Andy just went on my wave, and she was smoking a cigarette as she was finishing it. Instead of just putting it out in the ashtray, she threw it at him. What were we thinking? Just to be clear, I know that this entire story is completely my fault. I provoked the entire situation because I am an idiot. And people like me should never drink. Just to be clear, I'm aware. Thank you very much. That one guy really reminded me of like a 16-year-old drugged up Justin Bieber. And they kept shouting. And the one guy that was sitting with us just said that, hey, let him come say it to our faces. And that was just the final fuel to my fire. And I went at the top of my fucking lungs. Come say it to my face, you stupid motherfucker. You look like a drugged up Justin Bieber. Fuck you. Fuck you. Come say it to my face, bitch. I'm spitting everywhere. That was me. Rib headphone users right now, I'm sorry. And well, to my huge fucking surprise, they did come to our table and wanted to start a fight. They went after the guys mostly. They were like, your girlfriend just rebelled at me and stuff. And we were like, no, we didn't do that. Like, no, that's bullshit. You were just imagining things in your drugged up mind. Like, no, none of us did that. But obviously they wanted conflict as much as I did. They kind of threw my best friend on the ground. From the chair. They threw him on the ground. And the thing is that my best friend just doesn't fight. Because he did martial arts for a few years, and he knows that if he got into a fight, he would get in trouble. So he didn't fight. But it was just a fuel to my fucking fire. Like, I was already so fucking raged up. I really wanted to jump and just punch him right in the face. But at least in that moment, I realized that I would be laying on the ground next to my best friend because I would get knocked out. My little bitch ass would get knocked out. I don't know, a fight broke out? I don't really remember the details. I was drunk as fuck. But I know that a fight kind of broke out. And I heard somebody to say, call an ambulance and shit. I don't know what was going on. But suddenly everybody started fighting. And it was fucking my fault. The entire club was fighting and it was my fault. Okay. I was standing behind the one guy that I was talking to. And I was standing behind him. And the Justin Bieber guy went up to him and gave him a headshot. He just went boom. And as his head backfired and I was standing behind him, guess what happened? His head hit my forehead. It was the fucking human centipede of foreheads. That's what was going on. And immediately as they hit me, I was like, oh fuck. I knew nothing in that moment. I was like, fuck, ouch, that hurts. Fuck. And that's when I knew that I fucked up majorly. And like, I should shut the fuck up next time. Every time when I'm drunk, I act like I'm tough as fuck. But I'm just a little bitch. I'm a little bitch. And if it were to come to a fight, I would get my ass beaten. Because I have absolutely no strength. Or knowledge how to fight. We just kind of sat down. And he was crying. She was like, why do people do drugs? Just why? They're so weird. Like, why do they do drugs? He was crying like that. And me, with my forehead swollen as fuck. Like, I couldn't even recognize my eyebrows. My forehead swollen as fuck. I was like, I don't know. And I began to cry also. So we were like, okay, this situation is getting really fucked up. It's getting out of control. Like, we are going to call the police. So we called the police 3 times in half an hour. It took them fucking half an hour to arrive to a bar where drug heads were fighting and girls were crying. Half an hour! To help and to protect, they said. Sure. The police finally arrived after fucking half an hour. My bitch ass obviously didn't get enough. I was like, oh, it took you fucking long enough. And they were like, it was 2 minutes. And I was like, bitch, where? Bitch, In what fucking time zone do you live? That wasn't 2 minutes. That was half an hour. I was a fucking justice warrior at that moment. I decided to tell him the entire fucking story. Obviously, I left out the part where I provoked the entire thing, but I told them what happened afterwards. And I just told them, and it was already like 7 a.m. I was exhausted. I was drunk. My forehead hurt. I just wanted to go home to mom. Yeah. That is the story of how I almost got my ass beaten because I'm a fucking idiot who thinks she's a tough ass bitch. The moral of the story is don't do drugs, first of all, because you will get aggressive. And second of all, don't act like a tough ass bitch when you are a little bitch. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please leave it a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, share this with your friends. And I will see you guys probably on Friday, but I can't promise anything. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life right now. Like, school is hell and shit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life right now. So, hopefully another video will be on Friday. I don't want to promise anything. If it won't, it will be on Tuesday. I don't really know. Okay, bye!